Benefits of offshore drilling. According to the 2015 Gale article called Offshore Drilling, the Bush administration estimated that newly coastal areas could yield 18 billion barrels of oil and 76 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Although offshore drilling poses a small threat to the environment, we should increase offshore drilling as it will benefit our businesses, our economy, and ourselves, and lower our dependence on foreign energy. For the past few days, I have been researching important information about the benefits and the cost of offshore drilling and how it affects our country. First, I will talk about how offshore drilling is becoming safer. Second, I will talk about its benefits. And third, I will talk about how the importance of being more energy independent. Now, I will begin to explain why offshore drilling is becoming safer. There have been many accidents in the past dealing with offshore drilling, but the oil industry is learning from its mistakes and is making sure that extracting oil does not threaten the environment. Offshore drilling is becoming safer as companies and countries are taking the necessary steps to minimize the risk of oil spills. According to Nahmadin Meshtaki's 2012 article, Lessons of the BP Incident for Improving Offshore Drilling Safety Around the World, says that the National Academy of Engineers and the National Research Council are working on a series of recommendations that will minimize the risk of oil spills. Also, companies and countries need safety to be the first priority. According to Meshtaki, the oil industry should strive to make universal safety standards and institutionalize a safety culture to minimize the chances of any accident. Now I will begin to talk about how offshore drilling benefits our economy and ourselves. Offshore drilling can boost our economy as it creates jobs and increases productivity and businesses. Offshore drilling puts people to work. According to Joseph R. Mason's article, the oil industry supports many Louisiana and Gulf region economies. Offshore drilling creates three types of jobs: the exploration and development of offshore facilities, the transportation of oil, and the refineries themselves. With more people with jobs, the economy grows as people have disposable income, and this will benefit businesses. Offshore drilling has and will have a greater impact on income. According to Mason, in Louisiana alone, offshore drilling supports $12.7 billion in household earnings. Now, imagine how much money and jobs can be generated if we continue to if we expand offshore drilling to the deep waters of the Gulf of Mexico, the Pacific, and the Atlantic. Finally, I will talk about the importance of being more energy independent from foreign countries. Being too dependent causes us to be at the mercy of the world's oil market. It is crucial for the United States to not be too energy dependent. According to Mary H. Cooper's 1998 journal called Oil Production in the 21st Century, she states that the OPEC and other oil-producing nations have tried to manipulate the oil prices to their advantage. According to Cooper, this caused many oil-dependent countries to find other ways to get the oil they need. A clear example was Norway and the UK, which began their offshore drilling operations in the North Sea. On the other hand, the United States still relies too much on foreign energy. According to Cooper, the United States began to buy oil from non-OPEC nations to get cheaper oil, but this still makes us dependent on the other country as they still have the power to change the price of oil. Now I will conclude my presentation. First, I talked about how offshore drilling is becoming safer. Second, I talked about the benefits of offshore drilling. And finally, we talked about the importance of becoming more energy independent. Thank you for your time, and always remember that we must take advantage of the black gold that's located in the bottom of the sea. as it will benefit us all one way or another.